Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I'm Andy Signor, and there's a big movie battle brewing for the home movie theaters, and that's going to be Godzilla versus Kong versus Snyder Cut. Man, it sure seems like Warner Brothers is trying to bury the Snyder Cut, which is coming out at March around the same time that they now suddenly moved Godzilla versus Kong. And I got some stuff to show you to maybe verify that. But so let's get through. Before we do that, I got to start positively. Guys, I was floored by how good Godzilla versus King Kong looked. I mean, I was not a huge fan of the previous Godzilla films, recent ones, or Kong Skull Island. They're okay. They're okay. I'm not trying to bash them. I kind of liked the first Godzilla, and then Godzilla King of Monsters had moments that I enjoyed, but I got lost in all the people drama. Kong Skull Island, Jordan Vogt Roberts, the director, had his own same issues that he released in our honest trailer for it, which was such a blast to do. I was a big fan when he came and done that. But man, this trailer, again, it's a trailer. Who knows if the movie will be any good, but this trailer gave me exactly what I wanted in a movie like this. I don't care about the reasons. Just get them together and give us some cool fights that we can see. And they did it. These scenes, and thanks to Cinema Blend pulling these GIFs. Yeah, I say GIFs. Gosh, this reveal where you got Kong, you got the child who speaks to him, and then you got this moment where he goes through the battleship. Godzilla shows up, and you got Kong on the edge, like, they're waiting for the big battle. And then here is that moment where then, bam! Right on it. They're sitting on an aircraft carrier. Now, the scale, it doesn't really make sense how that aircraft carrier could hold them both. But again, I don't care. This looks awesome. This is exactly what I want. I want to geek out and watch these two fight in a fun, cool, creative sequences that doesn't make any sense from the science of it, but attempts to try to just make it look cool and have some physics that hopefully makes sense. But this looks awesome. And then as if that, which we'd sort of tease, but man, look at this when he's like, it's like, look at that. John McClane's off of the what's that called? Aircraft carrier as Godzilla's like, rup, and he's like, yippee-ki-yay, mother. Dude, this is sick. I'm just excited. This looks fun. This looks exciting. That shot was epic. And then you hear, look at it. I love the shots of, where is this? In Japan, the neon lights of the city look awesome, where you have him sort of walking around in the city. And then you got Kong smashing all these other, what is that, Moth? I don't even know who these are. I'm not a Godzilla super fan, so apologies in advance. But man, this stuff is awesome. And then what is this like Stormbreaker that Kong's got? Yo, I ain't taking that atomic breath. I got you. Oh yeah, well everyone's like atomic breath would just kill him. No. He's got some sort of atomic breath Stormbreaker kryptonite. Bam! Look at that. Oh man, I love it. I love it. Sign me up. I mean, that's just a few of them. There's a couple other shots on that aircraft carrier where it comes up, but I still love this John McClane moment. Look, I'm so pleasantly surprised, and I hope the movie lives up to the fun expectations of that trailer. I mean, that trailer was good. That was a good trailer. Yeah, the music's a little cheesy, but again, they knew they have a hit on their hands. And the fact that Warner Brothers took that hit on their hands and decided to drop it in March, which, let's not forget, March is a busy month. WandaVision finale. I think that's when Captain America, right? The dumbest name of a show ever. Sorry. Falcon and the Winter Soldier is going to premiere then as well. And now you got Godzilla versus Kong. And then Snyder Cut. I mean, it's going to be a big, busy month in March. There's something else I'm forgetting. Tell me down below. But, man, HBO Max has been hyping this for a year. Talking about this is the biggest release. I remember getting in fights on Twitter with some of you guys who watch me from afar and don't engage. But we had fights of like Snyder Cut's gonna be bigger than Wonder Woman. It's gonna be huge, biggest streaming numbers ever. Yeah, I'll take that bet. I will take that bet. Happily take anybody who wants to take that bet. Here's my social media handle. I will take the bet. Look, I am gonna watch the Snyder Cut. I'm going to probably stream it. We're going to have reviews, reactions. We're going to talk about. We'll nerd war it out. It's happening. But come on. This is a fandom thing. Die-hard fans are wanting to watch this. HBO Max, if you go right now, has the Justice League on it. It's not even like they pulled it to make it seem like an exclusive. So if you're on HBO Max, which is terribly designed HBO Max, you really need to overhaul your front page. You don't have nearly enough content aggregated on there. It's so stupid. But there at front and center, Snyder's Justice League is there, and which is just stupid to me. Pull that from the homepage, hold off a little bit, and then get ready to debut that big. But then you're going to have it next to God. It's just, why would you pack it through all these other things? Why would you move Godzilla? I know why. Because clearly they have faith in Godzilla versus King Kong. They need something big now. HBO Max is not blowing up after Wonder Woman 84. Let's be honest. Yeah, I'm sure it did okay, but I'm sure people are like, all right, now what? I just bought that. We talked about that new term that a lot of these streaming services are using, calling churn. The churn is big, and now that they've all saw Wonder Woman 84, they're like, oh, my trial's up. I ain't keeping that again. So now they need something big because the people who already did the trial, they're going to have to actually buy it this time. And so they know that. So dude, that's all what's happening behind the scenes in the corporate. So they're just like, all right, we need something that's really going to bring them in. Now, one could argue, well, Andy, but they're doing the 1-2 punch. They're going to do Snyder Cut and Godzilla in March to keep things even more obvious. Okay. Well, you'd think then why not put Godzilla in February? Get that, own it in February, right? We still got next month. Get it in even quicker. Or you know what? Put it in April. So that way you get Snyder Cut to own March, put Godzilla in April, or own February. It seems weird if they're so hot on the Snyder Cut to put it so close to Godzilla. Why? Why would they do that? If the movie's so good, if this 4-hour series that they decided no one wants to watch that, let's just make it a big 4-hour movie. Who wants to watch a 4-hour movie that's not in this fandom? Let's come on, people. Be real if you can be. Why? Well, let's look at some feedback. Let's look at someone who has had Zack Snyder on her show. Regarding my comment on Snyder Cut, right now they are scheduled to come out on March 25th and March 26th, respectfully. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? They're going to release Snyder Cut and then the next day drop Godzilla? That's offensive. I mean, look, I can see how offensive that is. Anybody who's mad at me for reporting this story, why you never direct your anger at HBO Max, Warner Media, AT&T is besides the point. But no, they'll say I'm being a hater, and then they won't. Grace is not a hater, just me. Watch it. But look at that. So apparently the Snyder team is now. I can confirm this. I've heard March 18th is the date that they're trying to get. My sources have told this too, so I can. Grace is sometimes right, especially around some of the Snyder stuff. I've called her out a lot. I don't always trust everything she does because she's been caught lying and making. Her sources have been caught lying. But I can confirm I've also heard March 18th is what they're trying to get so they can at least get the week prior. But still, guys, look at that. Mid-March, we're going to get a March 18th Snyder Cut, which, if we're being honest, looks like, given my history of working with studios and seeing this, even from the Screen Junkies days, that's what you do to bury a movie. If you have a good hit movie, you let it sit for a couple weeks. You let that digest, and coming out, you promote it a lot. Get it ready. I mean, they haven't promoted this thing in a while. They put out a teaser, obviously at Fandom, the superhero stuff they've been giving us. But then they pulled it and they reposted it, and the whole thing's been a mess. Where's more stuff? Hello? Zach's out there promoting it on Vero, and every chance him and Ray Fisher, they're on nonstop. We'll talk about Ray in a second, but lots of stuff out there, but HBO Max still holding it on. But Godzilla, let's start talking about that, because Godzilla is going to rally bigger fans. Godzilla versus King Kong is going to attract a huge audience, a real global commercial audience. Snyder Cut's going to do okay. There's going to be a lot of fans that want to watch it and a lot of people who are curious. But the common people out there, they don't care. I saw this one. I watched this. Why is it 4 hours now? Huh? I promise it's going to happen. Critics are going to roast this movie. I don't know if I will. I'm not going in negative. I'm going to give it a shot. But critics are clearly going to roast this movie. Warner Brothers knows this. So they're trying their best to sort of spend all that money, everything they did, and now they're just sort of, they're dumping it. They're totally just dumping it and as a loss. Now, why would they do that? Why would they do that, huh? I wonder. You know who's going to do press for it, though? Ray Fisher. Ray Fisher, who says he's done with Walter Hamada. He will not enable the enablers at Warner Media. But he'll go do press for Zack Snyder's Justice League to help promote AT&T and HBO Max and Walter Hamada. I mean, how dumb is this guy? When will it take for people to say, dude, you're a hypocrite. I thought accountability is greater than entertainment. How is this accountability? This is you supporting Walter Hamada, which you said you wouldn't do. Oh, but it's for Zack, so he'll do it. Got it. Okay, just so we're clear, accountability, as long as it's not for Zack Snyder, over entertainment. Got it. Okay. Anyway, here he is. He's talking about.
Omar wants to know, am I part of press for Zack Snyder's Justice League? There's no way you can stop me from doing press for Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Yeah, there's no way we can. He's made it clear no one can stop Ray Fisher, whether you like him or not. Ray, look at him laugh. He's like, yeah, you can't stop me. He knows it. He's like trolling them right now. Yeah, ha ha ha. You think you can stop me? Here's the full quote because he put some music behind him, so I'm not going to get dinged. There's no way you can stop me from doing press. Yeah, there's no way. What all that looks like as far as the logistics and health and how those things get handled. Like I said, I don't know that just yet because he's not going to be invited. But I expect that there will be some sort of significant promotion in some way. Can't imagine a movie that has been as highly anticipated as this not going whatever distance they can to promote, unless there's something else going on behind the scenes. His own words. So there you go. If you don't see that big, huge, significant promotion, something must have been happening behind the scenes. Wonder what that might have been, Ray. I wonder if, your whole, I'm going to tear down Warner Brothers from the inside, even though Warner Media is now in charge. I'm just going to set it all ablaze. I wonder if that could have had, anything to do with it. After Warner Media backed up Hamada and let you go from The Flash, which you're like, I'll show up again if Zack wants me. Dude, what? This is pathetic. This is pathetic. And you wonder what's going on. It's mind-bogglingly stupid. Dude, are accountability over entertainment or not? Look, fans can do what they want, but you, sir, are Mr. A over E. So now you're telling me you're going to go promote this piece, which is going to fund Warner Media, which is going to empower and give more cred to Walter Hamada, who's in charge of it all. Cool. Got it. Glad you stand by what you believe in. If he actually was really about accountability, wouldn't he follow up with his own words and say, I'm not going to do press, but I wish Zack the best. I mean, it seems like these fans just want you to pirate the movie is what they're going to do. Yeah, Zack got his movie out, but don't do it through HBO Max. It's sickening what's happening. And what's also, to end on a note, because I'm not just trying to bash Zack here, Zack even just talked about why his real reasons for leaving. Now, obviously, the tragedy of his daughter clearly is the reason, and it's still part of this reason, but there's a lot of people out there trying to put this out there. I want to put it to bed. Here's a Zack quote, which he told Cinema Blend. There's a book called The Release the Snyder Cut that they're working on over there. I was just kind of done with it. I was in this place of knowing my family needs me more than this BS, and I just need to honor them and do the best I can to heal that world. I had no energy to fight the studio and fight for the movie. Literally, zero energy for that. I really think that's the main thing. I think there's a different world where I stayed and kind of tried, and I'm sure I could have, because every movie is a fight, right? I was used to that. But I just did not have the energy. There was no fight in me. I had been beaten by what was going on in my life, and I just didn't want to. I didn't care to. That was kind of where I was. Now, look, I can't even imagine this, and I'm not at all joking at this. I feel for Zack, and I'm proud of Zack that he gets to get his movie. I do. I've always said that. Anybody who wants to quote me otherwise, prove it. I'm Team Zack in regard of, give him his cut. You ripped it. You made it tough for him. And he's admitting here, Warner Brothers was always a pain in the butt on this. They didn't want the same movie. They never have. Warner Brothers has wanted nothing to do with him. Hence my report in the first place that said they had wanted nothing to do with Zack Snyder. But Warner Media came in. Warner Media came in and saved Zack. Saved the cut. They released the cut. HBO Max, whatever the reasons, they released the cut. And then this man went and bashed the head of it. He destroyed it as it was finally getting its light. And you wonder why it all fell apart, Ray. Look, I hope it was worth it, man. When you drop some evidence, I'll hear you. Until then, I'm not taking anything you say seriously. You've been caught changing things. I've covered it to death. I'm not going to keep doing it. End of the day, sign me up for this. Sign me up for this. I'll watch the Snyder Cut, but it seems like Warner is telling you guys the writing's on the wall. That movie is just going to get chucked out quickly, quietly. What do you guys think? Am I crazy? I want to hear your thoughts down below. If you haven't already, make sure you've subscribed. Hit that subscribe button. Smash that bell to all alerts. And smash the like button. And check out these videos. Thank you guys so much for watching. Lots more coming. So make sure you subscribe here to Popcorn Planet. Or click on these. Appreciate you guys.